guys, welcome to my channel. Before we start, please click the subscribe button and the bell button below for more videos. I started with daylight sketch using a color pencil. Sketch is very important in portraits, especially if you're a beginner, because it will be the foundation of your painting. It will be the guide. So if you're having a hard time in painting, you can sketch more, make it more detailed, so it will be less painting. Well, it depends on your style. As usual, when you're using watercolors, don't start with dark colors. Always start with light ones and then layer. The concept of this painting is not from me originally. It's from KELOGSLOOPS Art Challenge, where I should draw it on my art style. This is my first time doing a challenge like this, and it's from one of my favorite watercolor artists. I've been adoring him for 4 years already, since I started in watercolor portraits, because he's one of my inspirations before. What I have observed in his works this past few years, comparing it to the watercolor artworks he made when I was just starting with watercolors, it's so much smoother now, and I hope I can also have that glow up. Anyways, going back here to the technique, as you can see, it's much vibrant now because of the layerings. You just need to be patient in adding layers. If you are like me, who likes to see watercolor effects in an artwork, because you want to let your viewers know that this is a watercolor painting, I used watercolor in this, and you just love the effects where the watercolor dries up in your paper, I just want to say that gives him time to dry the paint. To achieve vibrant layers, you have to dry up the first layer first before adding another layer, because it will just cause bleeding effect if you add another layer in a wet layer. Especially when your brush holds a lot of water, it will definitely cause you bleeding effects. It depends. If you don't want something to bleed, be sure to let the layer dry first. Sorry if I repeated it, because I really want to remind you all, because even I make mistakes like that, because sometimes I lose my patience and I'll regret losing it. I find this painting pretty hard because of achieving the background. Like, there are so many details, especially with the koi fish. Oh, regarding the art style, someone asked me how to discover your own art style. I would love to make a separate video. As you can see, the painting is not that alive, because this is what makes a painting look alive: the highlights and the shadow. I put the highlights at the end of my painting once I finished everything. It's my final touch. We need to know where to put the highlights, so we won't overdo the painting. It will look balanced. Sometimes I also overdo putting highlights because I'm having fun. If you're a beginner, it's also nice to participate in challenge like this, like draw this on your art style. It will help you to improve your techniques in watercolor painting. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope I'll see you again.